LEGO has released dozens of officially licensed themes over the past 25 years, with some of these themes being some of the most popular LEGO has ever released. But there are also a lot of themes that really fell under the radar with a lot of the fans, and are seemingly forgotten by the general community, which is why today we'll be taking a look at one of my personal favorite forgotten LEGO themes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This theme first launched back in December of 2012, a little over 12 years ago, and in my opinion, they are all extremely underrated. So with that being said, let's take a look at the first wave of sets. So the very smallest set, which was a great way to get kids into the theme, was the 79100 Krang's Lab Escape. This one features just a couple of characters, but it's enough to get a kid to play with, and back in the day for just $13, this would have been a great price. I know for a fact if this was released in 2025, this would have probably been at least $20 to $25. The second set was another playset, being 79101 Shredder's Dragon Bike. This set introduced our very first ever Shredder minifigure along with a couple of other characters, and I know that there were plenty of kids back then that really enjoyed playing with this set and racing the two bikes that were included. The next set was the $20 79102 Stealth Shell in Pursuit. This one I personally own myself, and I think it's a very fun little set. For just $20 back in the day, this would have been a great birthday or Christmas present, and I know that the minifigures here, they seem a little lackluster, but they are really good for the price that you are paying. 79103 is my favorite set out of this entire wave, the Turtle Lair Attack. With just under 500 pieces, you get 2 Ninja Turtle minifigures, 2 Henchmen minifigs, along with our first ever Master Splinter. Master Splinter looked great, and this theme spared no expense making different new molds for all of these sets. It feels like nowadays it's pretty rare to get a new mold, and if we get a new mold in a set, it's a very expensive set. So seeing all these new molds in all of these sets that weren't that expensive was really refreshing. Set 79104, the Shellraiser Street Chase, was another really great set that cost just $60 and gave us a bunch of new characters along with 2 really good looking vehicles. Like I just said, the minifigures in this entire wave of sets really seem to have spared no expense, and this set was no different. The vehicles were also both super fun looking builds with plenty of sticker details and a couple of play features on the larger vehicle. And then lastly, the final set of the original TMNT set wave was the Baxter Robot Rampage. I believe this one cost $50 and included a couple of minifigures that we had never seen before, including Baxter Stockman and April O'Neil. The main build itself, the mech, has not aged very well, and here we are about 12 years later, it does not look very good and doesn't hold up to today's standards. But that was it for the entire first wave of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sets. The second wave of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sets included some very forgotten sets that even I didn't know existed, including the T-Rocket Sky Strike set, which was a very fun looking set, but honestly I can't see this one being very popular among either adult collectors or children collectors. The Turtle Sub Undersea Chase was also a very good concept for a set, but honestly didn't pay off that well because it looks very clunky and doesn't even fit in. Back in those days, I think they could even tried and made it a little better looking. Then, later on in 2014, LEGO released their very first, and as far as I can know, only sets based on a movie directed by Michael Bay. These of course were tie-in sets with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live-action movie, starting off with the set number 79115, the Turtle Van Takedown. This one included 2 turtles along with a foot soldier and our very first Will Arnett minifigure. I'll be perfectly honest, I don't remember this vehicle a ton from the movie, even though I just recently watched it, but it does appear a little bit at the end, and I think that's why it got a set. Now my favorite set from the entire Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sub-theme was the 79116 Big Rig Snow Getaway. This is based off the scene where they are running down a mountain in a giant semi-truck, and they are running from the foot soldiers, and I think this set depicts that scene very well. It includes a couple of minifigures, all of which we see during that scene, and I won't even lie, this is one of my favorite sets from 2014, from any theme, and definitely my favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set. It's very accurate to what we see in the movie, and I love all the details about it. And finally, the biggest set from the entire Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie baseline was the 79117 Turtle Lair Invasion. This set gave us 2 Turtle minifigures along with Shredder, Master Splinter, and 2 foot soldiers. The overall design was a great representation of what we see in the movie, and it is quite brutal where Master Splinter actually almost dies, so I am surprised that LEGO ended up releasing this as a set, as I feel like nowadays they wouldn't release that because it's a very brutal scene and there is a lot of fighting going around. But that is all of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sets that we are going to talk about today. There were a few more, but I didn't feel like they were relevant enough to talk about. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to drop a like and comment your thoughts down in the comments section below. Make sure to have a fantastic rest of your day, and goodbye.